everybody, welcome back to another video. So first of all, I want to thank you guys so much for the support that you've been showing me. Thank you guys for subscribing. We have reached 2,000 subscribers and going. Thank you so much. And thank you for the sweet messages that you guys send me. Thank you for telling me that these videos are actually helping somebody, which is why I started doing them in the first place. Because I remember when I was doing the process to come to the UK, I was hoping that I would find at least one person to tell me what they went through and how the process was, but I couldn't find anybody. So I told myself that if I ever succeeded, I would tell the information to the world for whoever wants to try. So I'm really grateful and I'm glad that these videos reach somebody and get to help people out there. So continue watching, continue subscribing, and continue sharing these videos to nurses out there who would like to try this process to come to the UK. So today I'm going to be talking about writing your nursing CV. A disclaimer, I am in no way a CV expert. I am not trained to write a CV. These are just tips that I have gathered from here and there that I want to share with you guys. And I will also be putting a CV template when we get to the format of the CV somewhere in the screen, so you guys can refer to that and maybe even use it to write your own CVs. Writing a nursing CV is something that gets some of us worried because we are not really sure what the employer wants to see from the CV. We don't know what format to use because there are so many templates out there and everyone is giving their opinion on how to write a CV. Some are long, some are short, and it gets confusing when you're writing a CV, especially to move to another country, because you're not sure if they use the same format as you do in your own country. And a CV is really important because this is the first impression that the employer gets from you before they even call you for an interview. For me, it was difficult and I had to try and research and ask my agency for a CV template, which they gave me, and I used that. Since I got to the UK, I've been attending some nursing seminars or conferences where there are people who've been talking about writing a CV. And today I'm going to share with you guys the tips or the things that I have learned that I should have used in my CV and that I'm going to implement when I'm writing my CV or applying for another job in the future. Tip number one, keep your CV short and precise. So one thing I learned from attending those seminars is that most of the employers look at your CV for only 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds is a really short time. And some of them don't even look at it. They have like a computer software called applicant tracking system or something like that is used to check the CV and, you know, like choose the people they think that qualify for the job. So the key thing is to keep your CV short. I remember my CV at one point was like 6 pages because I had put so many things in them. Some jobs I had done in the past that were not even nursing jobs, not even relevant to the job that I was actually applying for. So keep your CV short. It has been advised that you will keep your CV maximum 2 pages. And you put the important things, be precise, so when they just look at it, they see what they're looking for. Because if you put so many things in it, it will be difficult to see the important things because they are hidden in between all these relevant words that we put in our CV. Tip number 2, always read the job description of the job that you're applying for. You can find this in the advertisement of the job. If you meet the qualifications, tailor your CV to that job using maybe the keywords. So tailor your CV using the keywords in the job description. And that way, you'll be good. Tip number 3, be specific. Okay, especially in your duties or the duties that you performed as a nurse. For example, you can say which hospital you worked in, which unit you worked in, what are the specific duties you did. You dealt with medication, you gave IV medication, or you used different kinds of machines, if maybe it was an ICU or something like that. Try to be specific because some of these employers want to see the specific things that you are doing, and if that is going to be helpful to them if they're going to hire you for the new job. Tip number 4, I was told that you can put your name at the top of the CV, which we all do, but remember to put it in a bigger, big and bold letters, like bigger than the other letters that you're going to use in your CV, and this will ensure that the employer will actually see your name when they look at the CV and they're going to remember it. So I think it's worth doing that. While speaking of fonts, try to use the common fonts like Arial or New Times Roman, because it has been said, I'm not really sure about this, that for the employers that use the ATS or the computer software, some of these computers are not able to recognize some fonts, and that automatically disqualifies you even if you actually qualify for the job. So I think it's safer to use the common fonts just to make sure that you get in if your employer is going to use the computer software to decide who they're going to call back for the interview. Last tip, please proofread your CV. Make sure the spellings are correct, your grammar is okay, because nobody wants to hire somebody with broken English who can't even put the correct grammar in their CV. And your computer can easily do this for you. Let's go to the CV template or the format. So I have got this little format over here, and I said you guys can use it if you feel it's okay. I think it's simple, and once you fill in all the details, it's going to be like maximum 2 pages. So first thing, put your name at the top, like we said, in bold letters after you write curriculum vitae or CV up there. So remember to put your name in capital letters and in bold, a larger font in size than the rest of the CV, just to make sure that they see your name and they remember it. Okay, then after that you can put your address, your phone number, your email, if you've got a LinkedIn profile, which is useful these days. If you don't have one, you can just go and open an account. So the next one is the objective statement. Now this one, some people say that you can put it, others say that you don't need to, because for you to apply for this job, that means you've already checked the qualifications and you think that you meet the qualifications. So I think you guys can choose whether to write an objective statement or not, but if you do, please remember to keep it short so your CV will not go over 2 pages. Next one is your professional experience. Please remember to start with your recent, like where you're working currently, or if you're not working, remember to write where you worked most recently and then going back. Then next is your education qualifications, nursing qualifications and all that. Also remember to start with the most recent, yes, and then you go backwards as well. Then the next one is continuing professional development. These are like some small courses that you do when you're already at your job. Like for example, in the place I'm working now, we can do some courses now and then. It's important to put them in the CV as well, so remember to list them and the title of the course, and you know, yeah. Then the next one is personal skills, and these ones you can put it or not, but I think it's really important. And here you can put skills like IT skills, which are really important for, well, today everyone needs IT skills, so I think it's important to put them there. You can also put skills like you know, basic life support, languages. I speak about 5 languages, which I'm very proud of, so I always make sure to put it in my CV, because I usually imagine like somebody comes to our facility and they're speaking Swahili, they'll come and find me. I speak basic Swedish, so if somebody comes from Sweden and they don't know English, I don't know if this will ever happen, but it could happen and they would come and find me. So it's important to put them there, and then you can write like if you are very good at writing, reading, listening, or maybe just the basic level, you can put those ones in there. And then the others will be your references. So I think that's it for the CV. It's very simple, but then it contains important information. So if you guys want, you can just use that simple format and you'll be done with your CV. Like I said, remember to keep it short and precise, maximum 2 pages, and yeah, that's all there is to the CV. So thank you so much for watching. This has been a short video and I hope that it's going to be helpful to you guys. Just continue to like, share, subscribe. Like I said, if you want an agent, I've got one that I used and they're based here in the UK. It's free, they don't ask you for money, they do provide materials for IELTS, CBT and all that, a lot of support in dealing with employers or looking for interviews. So if you want one, please contact me on Facebook or Instagram and I'm sure we'll be able to talk about it. So thank you so much. I will see you on my next video. Bye.